Hello, this is F. Welcome back to episode 53, the final episode of my Ottoman Empire campaign. Last episode was a quiet one, no battles, just steady building upgrades and infrastructure across the empire. Out in the wider world though, the map kept shifting. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth clawed back Vilnius and Minsk from Russia, and the Maratha Confederacy continued its remarkable gains, holding Naples, Rome and Cagliari. Will that rise end today? Could war be on the horizon with a stalwart ally? If so, they may not back down quietly. This is it, the final chapter of this campaign, the moment 99 years of Ottoman ambition finally comes to a close. Let's make it count. Let's get into it. And we are back. So, we are at 1789. We have around 10 years to go before the end of the campaign. And we're just looking at doing we're still focusing on building upgrades across the empire, getting as many of the upgrades as possible just to support our economic position. Okay, so where else can we see upgrades? Currently focusing on most of our trade ports as well. They are still pricey at 2,500 coin. So we'll end the turn and see what transpires. But again, our main focus is to continue to build up our infrastructure, get the economic wealth growing, and then this will support us, especially in any wars that we might have, where as you get to the late game and the number of factions are reduced, we have less trade income with fewer trade partners. So I think at the moment we also, at Vienna and Venice, we have a half stack in each city. We're not expecting any major wars to break out, especially considering the Prussians are long-term allies, and the Kingdom of Hanover have not really been aggressive in recent years. We are hopeful that the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth won't decide to get aggressive with us once again, now that they've re-established themselves in their old territory. We'll get Kiev upgraded, and as long as we have all the upgrades across our major cities, we should be able to effectively meet any challenge that comes our way, as long as we can build the Nizami Sadit troops. So another turn is over, and it looks like we've got some more buildings completed and some more traits for our selected units and generals. Oh, we need to get metalled roads for Kiev. We don't have that completed yet. I believe the only region that doesn't have metalled road is Astrakhan, primarily because I'm not sure if we are going to hold on to that by the end of the campaign. We might gift it to someone else or gift it back to the Russians, depending on what arises. Okay, Esfahan is still the only amber state. We have two of the cavalry. We'll get another one of those. We'll keep the school at the current level that it's set to. I don't think we'll go for any major upgrades just yet on the ports, because 5,000 a turn, or 5,000 per port, is quite pricey. We'll continue focusing on our faction units, just getting the factions in the capital cities upgraded. And we also need to look at producing a naval fleet as well in the not too distant future. Let's get these ports upgraded. That'll give us additional income and wealth. Doesn't look like there's much we can do at this point, so we'll end the turn again. We're now at 1790. So it's great to see when some of the major powers in the European theatre are destroyed. It's great to see the emergence of some minor factions like Mexico or Gran Colombia. I believe in Greece you could get the rise of the Greeks. So the Kingdom of Greece would rise up. And I don't think there are many other factions that would rise up. We have obviously Hessen, I think, can arise near Westphalia if they are defeated and there is a revolution or rebellion. But I don't think there's many other of the minor factions. You have obviously the Americans can rise up if the power holding the eastern seaboard of the United States is defeated. So we have some more units there. And I think in the Far East, Afghanistan, the Kingdom of Afghanistan can rise up from the ashes as well. So we'll continue to focus on upgrades across the empire. It's at times it's not the most exciting of events to occur. Let's see, we've got some good upgrades. We've got a few deaths, so we need to look into those at some point. Yeah, we just want to get all these upgrades completed. And again, you find that even in with the major powers, I think most of the major factions have two unique buildings, and it's not often that you see both of them in play. So with Spain, I think the Palace of Madrid has been completed, and I think Russia has the Winter Palace in Moscow. But yeah, they don't always get their second building up and done before they are conquered by an outsider. I think we'll look to complete our second building, the engineering school, in this campaign. So we'll have our two unique buildings up by the end. See, it doesn't look like there's many more upgrades, although we have a port there. We'll get you guys sorted there. Oh yeah, let's go fishing village. I think that would just help produce more food. And we've got a few more buildings to look at upgrading. Oh, Jerusalem is quite low on terms of upgrades, so is the Damascus. So we'll just get those completed as well. And we'll get rid of that. I do usually go for the observatory, just because it boosts the rate at which we can get our scholars, especially once they have died. I think we have 3 turns left until our engineering school is complete, so that will be done imminently. Oh, and Maratha Confederacy, it declared war on Sweden. Oh. Well, the Swedes are struggling against the Russians, and the Maratha are currently outsiders to the European theatre, so I definitely want to side with the Swedes, I think. So this is going to put us at war with the Maratha Confederacy, and we're going to lose that lucrative trade deal. So we've got an agent, we've broken our trade deal, so that might impact our income slightly, so we'll have to look into that. Okay, where are you needed? Looks like you're going to be going to Anatolia. Okay, and we've got quite a few buildings complete. I think it might be the time to start looking at just getting a fleet out, especially if we have the Maratha Confederacy with a fleet in the Mediterranean. I know it's a travesty having a Mediterranean spanning empire and lack of a navy completely, like zero navy whatsoever. But we are making inroads there at the moment. Let's see if we can get a few more ships recruited and built. This will form the backbone of our initial navy within the Mediterranean, just predominantly to counter the Maratha Confederacy. Okay, we'll get those roads upgraded. Let's get our ships there. We'll look to take the African army and threaten Sardinia. I think that is the closest Maratha territory that we can hit. We'll send them up that way. We need to just be mindful of any fleet they might have. Then there's no fleet. Yeah, we'll definitely look to threaten Cagliari. So I believe the port is Allegro, and we've captured the port. So hopefully this will at least make them think twice about any actions against us. Maybe they will look to sue for peace. Okay, they have quite a large fleet. Not many troops on that one, so that's fine. I don't think the troops there are a current threat. They might have a few more troops in Rome that could be problematic. Let's just get some more units there. Yeah, we might need to push into Italy and then just look to our defenses at Esfahan. Okay, we'll end the turn there. So we didn't lose too much income. We're around 23 or so thousand, I think. So it's not too bad. And they are attacking. No, we are moving out and they're coming in. Oh, they're coming to hit Venice. Okay, we're going to have to get stuck in. So they don't have many troops, but they do have quite a few melee troops. It looks like. So they've got Sikh warriors. So that's going to be deadly for us. I don't know how well our Nizam Isadit will be able to handle the melee combat. So we'll definitely need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, we got our guys ready to go. They're all set up in position. And we are going to be fighting the Maratha Confederacy. Let's get our cavalry out. Our Nizam mounted cavalry. Ooh, they've got rockets. Or is that their mortars? That's probably their mortars. Wow, I haven't seen that in game in ages. It's going to cause some problems for us because they can definitely hit our men. And again, another fortification that is damaged and hasn't fully repaired. So, where are you guys going? You guys are coming to the back. To the back, to the back. I don't know why you guys are running forward. Yes, we're going to have to look at changing the fortification for Venice as well. And looking to get a eastern fort set up. Okay, so we'll just get our men into position and wait for the enemy to approach. We've got units approaching on both the left and the right flanks. We'll just get our general back. We don't want any stray rockets taking out our general. And our mounted Nizam guys, you guys need to get outside the fort. Come on. I don't know why it's so difficult. And we've got some units approaching on the left flank now. You can see them running. We need to keep an eye on them. Come on, Nizam soldiers, we need to get you guys up. Up, come guys, let's go. Got to get into position. We have a few armed citizenry, so we'll get them to focus on the engagement with the enemy first, just to tire them out. And then we can use our professional troops to pick up the slack afterwards. We need to just keep an eye on the enemy forces so that we can try and get our cavalry out to take out the cannons or the mortars. Oh, we got more mortars on our front left side, so that's going to be fun. Let's get you guys down again. We got to just keep moving you guys around so you don't get hit by the cannons too much. Well, there comes 4 mortar shells. Where are they going to land? Oh, right into our guys. And no one's been injured just yet, so that's good. But oh, that's coming right where our men are supposed to be standing. Okay, we've got enemy units now looking to climb up our external triangle. I don't know what we call it, the island. I think that's what I call it. Look at our... Yeah, we got you guys to the far left flank. We're going to head you, or take you out, send you straight to take out these mortars that are harassing us at this time. And we also got some enemy cavalry nearby. We've got some Gurkhas. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of melee troops coming in, and we've got some Bagir infantry. So they are very similar to our Israelis. So they shouldn't be too problematic. However, they might have decent melee stats that I'm not too sure about. So we definitely have to be mindful of them. So let's get you guys into position. Okay, we've got more guys coming in. So, we're gonna have a field day, that's for sure. Okay, our Nizam soldiers or mounted cavalry. Let's get you guys further down. Where is this landing? Okay, one of our Nizam units are down to 145 men, so that's not good. They must have been hit by enemy cannon shells. Oh, there's some gas or mortar stuff coming. Okay, our guys are holding for the time being, and it looks like all of our saber-armed peasant infantry are currently engaged in combat. So we'll send our Nizam back up. This is a really bad battle. This is so uncoordinated. Let's get you guys up there. And what's happening on this flank? Hindu musketeers. Okay, so we need to be mindful of them. And we have Bagir infantry. Or Bagir infantry. Okay, so this is going to be a tightly fought battle. Let's get you guys up on the ramparts. Oh, you guys got hit. Oh, 10 men gone just like that. Got to be mindful of that, definitely. Okay, our armed populace on this section, they're down to 86 men, so they are taking a beating at the moment. I fear that our Nizam troops will not last. So, being cautious, just pulling them back. Let's put you guys back as well because of the enemy cannons. Okay, we'll send you guys in. And we'll send you in this side just to support. Ooh. Do you guys get hit? Yeah, you guys got a few guys got taken out. That is not good. We need to deal with those mortars pronto. Oh, down to 125 men. That is not ideal. Okay, so we've got our enemy. What's going on? We've got the cannons there, and we've got the men firing. What? The cannons are in the trees, and the men are firing nothing. The mortars are firing from the men that are standing. Oh my god, that is hilarious. How did that glitch out? That is crazy. Well, we're going to sacrifice our mounted cavalry just to try and eliminate that. Okay, what is happening? We've got a unit fleeing. They're down to 8 men. Wow, okay. We need to get some units up there. We should have sent our units in earlier, but I suppose we're just wearing out the enemy infantry. Oh, our cavalry got pinned down. You guys need to get around there, guys. Hurry up. Okay, the mortars cannot touch us at the moment, so that's good. We are too close, so we'll get you guys to swing around and take out the mortar cannons. The invisible mortar cannons. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so they're dealing with them. I think our guys might be at a disadvantage. So we need to deal with the mortar cannons promptly, and then we'll move them back to support against the cavalry. Okay, I think the mortar units are pretty much defeated. So we'll go after the cavalry. And back in the fort, we need to get you guys. Okay, you guys are doing well against them there. So you need to keep an eye on things. Oh, these cannons are quite effective at times. Their range is infuriating. And it looks like we've got more units fleeing, so we'll just reposition our men to go to that end. Come on, guys, we need you guys to move promptly if you can. We got Gurkhas. Guys, you need to move. You need to move. You need to get out of there. Oh, one of our units is down to 35 men. That is not good. Oh yeah, I don't think they're going to do well against the Maratha cavalry. Okay, one. Oh, they are firing. They got guns. Who are they? They are Pandari. Oh, I've never played with the Pandari before. Let's take them out, and we've lost a gatehouse. So it must be this one on the far right. Yeah, so we must have lost our gatehouse. That's fair enough. Hopefully we can control the flow of troops coming through the gatehouse. So going back to our left flank, we've got a unit of cavalry fleeing. We've got Gurkhas heading towards the fort. And we've got enemy. Oh, let's get you guys back. Oh, you're also fleeing. Oh, both of our mounted units are fleeing. So that is not good. That was wasted cavalry. Definitely not ideal. But we held down one mortar unit on the left flank, so that counts for something, I guess. And we need you guys to get ready to launch attacks against the Gurkhas. And we're going to get into position, aim and fire. Ooh, good cannon positions. I don't think anyone died. They seem stuck. Oh, they're running in. What's happening? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Got the enemy generals there. Okay. We are holding them at bay at the moment. It's just this right flank that we need to be mindful of. We've got units coming down the ramparts. We'll be able to make short work of them soon enough. Let's move you guys into position. Now let's get you guys back behind cover. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. Let's get you guys into that position there. We'll try and hit the enemy from 2 or 3 fronts. What is happening? Okay, so the enemy general is passing through close to our fort, and you guys are going to get ready to engage the enemy. You guys are a bit far from the thingy, but let's go and fire. First row down, second row. Okay, they're making some good headway there. What is going on here? You guys need to take them out. They've started returning fire. We've taken a few hits. We might need to move you a little bit closer, but we need to be mindful of the enemy cannon. The Gurkhas haven't yet breached the wall. That's fine. Our units are keeping them at bay. And the enemy general unit is up there. That's fine. Okay, hopefully we'll be able to take out the enemy general as well, and that will just impact their morale significantly. Okay, we'll reposition you guys up onto the gate. The Gurkhas still haven't made progress climbing the fortifications, and it looks like they are now being decimated. And they are fleeing the battlefield. Or they might come back. We'll need to see. Okay, and on this right flank. Whoa, that was so close to our guys. Oh, that took out someone. That took out someone. Some lucky guy was taken out. Let's get you guys back. Get you guys back. Okay, so if we did this differently, we'd definitely be pushing them pushing forward to try and remove them from this position, to try and take them out as swiftly as we can. Let's move you guys forward before that enemy rocket comes down on your position. Okay, you guys need to run forward, run forward, run forward. Let's see if you guys can start taking down the enemy units from behind. Feels like we're just moving our men left, right and centre just to outmaneuver the enemy cannons. We're just going to send you guys in. Go into melee combat and just head into battle. Because you guys are just taking forever. And what's happening this side? Will you guys form into position on the wall? Even with the enemy that close? No. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we've got reserve troops there if we need them. And it looks like the Gurkhas might be coming back. Heading for round 2. Let's get you guys up into position this end so you can start harassing the enemy. Okay, you guys need to come back down so you can just take out the enemy forces. And at some point we need to look at how we're going to take out the enemy cannons. Okay, we're just moving our troops back. It's crazy. We need to be more aggressive. More aggressive for sure. Okay, let's get you guys back on the wall so you guys can start harassing the enemy units on the outside of the fort. And the Gurkhas are fleeing. Okay, so that's fine. We have some enemy cavalry on our left flank as well we need to be mindful of. That's the Pandari, I think. Let's get you guys up on the fortification walls. And you guys can move quicker than that. Okay, so ooh, we've got the enemy general right there. Let's see if we can take them out with our line infantry. Okay, and it looks like they have come further in. We can't lose this gatehouse, so we need to... Let's get you guys out there so you guys can assault the cavalry. And we'll get our light infantry out as well. And I'm hoping that our light infantry will have that range on them to offer that ease of taking out the enemy cavalry. The enemy enemy camels have been dealt with. It looks like it's just the enemy general currently near the fort wall, so we might need to move you guys up a bit. Okay, you guys reposition. Okay, we just rejoining our troops or readjusting our troops, and they are fleeing, so that's good. Okay, we need to look at harassing these cavalry, and I think once the cavalry are gone, we'll only have any real threat will be the enemy general, and then the cannons that remain on the far right flank. Let's get you guys into light infantry formation. We'll check in on them in a moment. Continuing to harass the enemy general on his elephants. And it looks like they are pulling back, so that's fine. Enemy cannons are still causing us problems, and we'll get our general out. Because we could get our general to try and take out the enemy cannons. Let's see. You guys ready to fire? Yeah, take them out. Oh, the range on those guns. On the cannons, at least, is like can reach quite far. Okay, light infantry, let's reposition you guys. Need to try and take these cavalry out. Come on, guys, let's go, let's go. I think the cavalry might be fleeing. If they are, then that's going to be a bonus. Okay, let's see if we can reposition our men closer to the enemy cannons, but there are some enemy units moving as well. I think that's enemy general. So let's take our light infantry and our Nizam line infantry, and we'll just move them towards the right flank. And let's just check on the enemy general. Our units should be within range soon to start taking them out. We've got more enemy cannons coming in. Come on, guys. Aim, lock, and fire. Let's go, let's go. Oh, the elephant's trying to run. R2. Oh. Just got the one general left. Just the general. That's all that's left. Come on, guys. Take him out. Take him out. He is starting to flee. And that's it. So the enemy fled. So we could not kill the enemy general. So we'll double check our stats when we get back to the campaign map. Ooh, 135 dead. Oh man, quite a bit of friendly fire as well. That's a large chunk. That's like at least over 40%, I would imagine. So that's not ideal. Definitely could have done that better. So additional buildings complete. We have our trade lanes towards Britain being blockaded by the Maratha Confederacy. Let's get you guys upgraded, or replenished, I should say. You're not really upgrading. Let's do a building upgrade there. There's no other changes, so we'll get some smart janissaries. They might be able to help, they might not. We'll get our ordnance upgraded, and the town, I think it's Tatooine. So we'll continue working on those upgrades. We are currently at war with the Maratha Confederacy, so we need to be mindful of that. The year is 1792. Steady progress is being made. And again, as we get closer to the industrialized upgrades, or getting our buildings to the industrial level, we will be incurring more lower class unrest. So we do need to be mindful of that as we do our upgrades. Because again, managing public order is a balancing act between researching Enlightenment technologies, upgrading to buildings to near their max, which will incur industrialization penalties, and having ministers in the cabinet that rarely repress or provide negative traits to the lower classes. So it is always a balancing act, but not it can be hard at times, but it's not undoable. It is manageable. Okay, where else can we make changes? So we are currently threatening the Maratha at Cagliari, and we are providing additional troops at Venice. So I think we need to consider striking at Ravenna. That will definitely be the next target. Any more buildings? Doesn't look like there are many buildings left at this stage to upgrade, although we only have 1,100 gold coins. I know it's not gold coins. I just can't remember. I don't know if it's... I can't remember what the currency would be in Empire Total War. Something I need to research. Okay. So we've got one more turn until that is created. We'll get additional... So, one more turn until the engineer school's done as well. So let's end the turn there. and we'll see what transpires. Oh, they're coming up with units there. I think we might just do a quick auto resolve there. Okay, only 75 men lost, so not too bad. And we'll look to push down into Ravenna, I think, when the turn is over. So we have finished. Ooh, we have finished our building. The engineering school has completed. So we'll definitely benefit from additional prestige for that building being completed. And there'll likely be the odd bonus as well to our navy. And we're continuing to upgrade where we can. We'll need to look at the fortifications in Kiev as well, just get those final fortification upgrades. Down in the Caucasus, not many buildings look like they need upgrades at this time. We are sitting on a treasury of around 24,000, so it's pretty decent. We'll get that pleasure gardens upgraded. Ordnance school. Oh, we can definitely upgrade the cities in the Middle East. Cairo looks like it's currently going through some upgrades. And we'll need to upgrade Athens as well. Okay, I think Istanbul is now maxed out in terms of upgrades, so that's great. And we are slowly producing our naval fleet. Some additional buildings in Tunis that will definitely benefit from an upgrade. And let's see here. Okay, in Venice we can start replenishing more of our troops with the additional income we have. And we'll need to replenish you guys all, because you guys would have lost some troops when we did the auto resolve. Okay, the remaining forces that are currently sitting in Croatia, we'll move you guys into northern Italy, and we'll look to amalgamate the forces together, and we'll take the second general out and put him back probably into Venice, I think. And we'll hit Ravenna, push back the Maratha forces while our units replenish. And are there any more upgrades that we can do? Just going through the territory quickly. No, so we'll just end the turn there. It looks like the Maratha are moving against us, so we won't attack them there, I don't think. We do outnumber them currently. Oh, there's another force coming. Okay, can we retreat? Oh, we tried to retreat and they got wiped out. Oh, that is a big blunder. We've literally just wiped out. Oh man, got our own units wiped out. Like, oh, that's ridiculous. Oh wow, we're gonna have to rebuild a force there promptly. Wow, I did not expect that we attempt to retreat, and our entire force got wiped out. Got additional research, our fleets are being produced. Oh man. Let's see if we can recruit some forces pronto. And we'll also do some recruiting in Vienna as well. Oh man, I cannot believe that. That was ridiculous. That was a big blunder. That was a very big blunder. We need to keep an eye on the Maratha Confederacy then. Maybe they'll sue for peace. Nope, they do not want peace at this time. That is great. Polish-Lithuania is still hostile towards us, so that's not great. I can't believe we've lost. The entire western part of Central Europe is completely exposed at the moment. Continue to build up our infrastructure, and we are getting the forces recruited, so that I know we'll be fine. It's just in case the Maratha decide to hit us next turn, or another faction decides to declare war on us, like potentially the Prussians. I doubt it, but we never know. So a little bit vulnerable there right now. And I know we could hit Cagliari, but we don't really want the territory. We don't really want to expand ourselves too much further. I'm happy to keep the Maratha in. for future law and engagement in the future. I'm not too worried about wiping them out this early or this late in the campaign. Let's see, we'll get some additional sword infantry there just to support any potential Maratha invasion. And we definitely need to keep you on the Russian front. So we still have a large number of troops. So we have at least a full stack in Poland, a full stack in Kiev, and a full stack in Astrakhan region, or Donvyasco. So we do have 3 full stacks on our northern borders, I should say. Okay, Maratha Confederacy are coming in with some raids, so that's going to be fun. Let's see how we deal with this. We don't want raids to last too long. Cherokee nations have arisen. Oh. Okay, the Maratha Confederacy have got quite a large number of territories across the Americas. Most of Florida and Georgia. They've got Louisiana and Bahamas. Oh, the Prussians have launched an attack against Gran Colombia. Okay, so Gran Colombia might be disappearing soon. The Prussians expand into Central and South America. So we could ultimately see Maratha and Prussian wars in the Americas. So let's see. Okay, we've got some guys here. Let's move you into Venice before the Maratha can attack. And I think Venice is secure for now, so that's fine. What do we have here? So we get our scholar in. We continue to make progress with our research. And no major building upgrades required, so we'll just get the ordnance school done. Let's see if we can get a peace with the Maratha Confederacy this time. Let's do a trade agreement. We'll demand some money from them. And they have accepted. Okay, so we have trade again with them. They are, I think, indifferent to us, so that's fine. So our trade income's jumped up to 31,000, and we have not renewed our alliance with the Maratha Confederacy. So let's get our troops down into Tunis, ready for a future assault. Okay, so we're currently not at war with anyone, which is sort of where we want to end up. We want to end the campaign trying to not be at war with many people, just for the ease of finalizing everything. But we are at peace with the Maratha Confederacy, so that is a bonus. Gran Colombia still exists, so that is good to see. And we have quite a few buildings completed. We'll end the turn again. Not much to do now besides some last minute upgrades, specifically around the ports across the Mediterranean. I am surprised the pirates have held out this long. The territories haven't been absorbed by any major faction so far, so that's good to see. We'll keep the trade lanes busy and a bit of a war zone. But as you can see, we continue to look at upgrading buildings where required, just to make the most benefit possible for the economy of the empire, and as well as bringing prosperity to all the citizens. So we've got cotton plantation, so we'll definitely look at upgrading that now. I think we're just going to go for upgrades wherever possible. So we'll need to get Jerusalem upgraded, and we need to look at upgrading those fortifications as well. Where else do we need upgrades to take place? I think Isfahan, or the Persian region, is pretty good. There is the damaged settlement up to the north, so we'll get that repaired. And up here we have, the fur trader. We'll get that fur exchange completed as well. In Kiev, there seems to be the engineering school. Oh, and we'll look at the fortifications as well. Yeah, let's upgrade these. Okay, Warsaw is fully upgraded to the eastern fortification. Let's get... Yeah, we're just going to try and get up whatever we can. We'll get up the fortifications. Just so we ensure that we have the eastern fort style rather than the star fort of the Europeans. Okay, we ran out of cash, so we'll end the turn there. I wonder if the Dutch and Maratha will go to war. It could be interesting to see if that does happen. We're ally of neither, so it wouldn't matter too much. So new technology has been researched. We will just need to make sure we can take advantage of any war that breaks up between them. We've got loads of new buildings completed, and we'll continue with the fortification upgrades where required. So I think most of the Balkans are going to be in a good position. Okay, let's end the turn again. We're at 1795. We're heading close to the end date. No, Russia, we do not want a territory in the far end of nowhere. And we'll look to do the settlement upgrades in Athens at the end of this turn. So we have recruited an agent. Feel free to pause that. Mungo Park and the Segu Kingdom. Relating to civilization on the Niger River. Hessen has risen. Oh, okay. That's different. It's not often that Hessen arises. They normally replace Westphalia, and they are a Protestant nation, unlike the starting faction Westphalia, who are Catholic. I do quite like the Hessen flag a lot. I really, really like it. I think you can play potentially as Hessen in Darth mod. I haven't played Darth mod in such a long time, but I think you can play them. Oh yeah, Hessen has arrived. We definitely need to try and befriend them. They are friendly towards us. There they are. So yeah, that's something we need to look at if we get that far in this campaign. We're at 1796, so we are about 3 years out. And I don't suspect much to change between now and the end of the episode. Okay, so we have a rocket ship created by Sweden. They are the first nation in this campaign to get rocket ships, so that's good to see. And we continue with upgrades in the Middle East. Yeah, we definitely need to make sure we have the fortifications all up and in place across all our settlements, just to forestall any uncertainty. And also, when you have the maximum fortification researched against a settlement, it will provide, I think it's at least +1 to lower class happiness. So that is a small little bonus to have. And note, Russia, we will not be engaging in any diplomacy with you at this time. We'll wait for the turn to end. Mexico and Gran Colombia are still present, so is Quebec. We have a new imam ready to start converting populations across the empire. So we get the ordnance board upgraded. We have some constructions completed and some traits gained. Let's build up the fortification in Gibraltar. We might need to look at taking down the fortifications that exist in Lisbon and Madrid, just to get the eastern fort or eastern fortifications up in case we are attacked by the Dutch or an invasion force from another faction. So that's something we need to think about. And we'll end the turn here for now. We'll see what transpires at the end of this turn. So the Russians and the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth have not yet declared war on us. Again, we do have troops on the northern frontier, so if they do declare war on us, then we will be prepared. It is something that I'm conscious might happen before the end of the campaign. So yeah, it's just something that we just have to be mindful of. But I'm confident that we'll be able to keep them at bay should they decide to declare war against us. we'll get those fortifications up at Esfahan. And just looking at the campaign map, not many upgrades at this time. There is potentially the cotton farm we could have upgraded. Just currently focusing on our settlement upgrades. So let's end the turn again. We're just pushing forward to secure that income. So we get those fortification upgrades completed. Russia, we do not want to give you a region for another region. We'll hold on to Astrakhan for now. And we'll see what transpires at the end of this turn. Oh, Grand Columbia has disappeared. So I think the Prussians have taken out Grand Columbia. So it's possible they control most or the two major settlements on the northern part of South America. Feel free to pause the gaslighting. That is a new discovery. And yeah, Grand Columbia has been destroyed. That is a shame. We have lost another trading partner. So we'll continue to upgrade our fortifications. And I think that means that most of them are now complete. We just need to get Crimea and then think about the Iberian Peninsula a bit more detail. And the Russians have decided to declare war against us. I mean, that's fine. As we say, we have two lots of troops of full stacks, one in Ukraine and one north of the Caucasus. So I'm not too worried. We have lost the trade agreement with the Russians. But again, it's to their detriment as much as ours. I think we'll push our units up north just to threaten the Russians, see if we can force them into a peace treaty. We might not be able to. And just looking at the map itself, it looks like rebels have taken St. Petersburg. So no one currently controls St. Petersburg, so that's an interesting observation. I wonder if the Swedes will manage to capture it in due course. But looking at our fortifications, I think for the most part everything appears to be in order, so that is a positive. We'll need to consider dismantling the fortifications in Venice just to bring the settlement in line with our other territories. And then I think the only outstanding region will be Portugal and Spain. So yes, just something we need to consider in the not too distant future. Do these final upgrades. Let's get you guys going. Okay, 1798. We're ending the turn, and let's see what transpires next turn. We'll continue to put pressure on the Russians as well before the end. See if we can get any peace treaty going. So you feel free to pause that. The Rosetta Stone has been discovered in Egypt. I don't recall us letting the British expedition into our Egyptian territories, but alas, seems it has been discovered. We'll get that upgrade for the cotton plantation and that one as well. I think we already did the upgrade. Yeah, we did the upgrade in Egypt already. We'll get the pottery ones upgraded. And then where else can we make some further impact? And it is 1799. So we are practically nearing the end of this campaign. Let's continue to move our forces up north into Russian territory and just harass the Russians as much as possible. Can we look to get peace with the Russians? No, they do not want a standard peace treaty. See if they'll take any... I know we're giving them the bad technology, but it seems like they are not biting at this time. Oh, we've got quite a lot of amber across the empire. We'll need to have a look at our ministers. See if there's any changes that we can make. And quite a few of them have some bad character traits at this time. Oh, we're going to have to get rid of some of you guys and just hope that we get new and better candidates in the coming turns. So yeah, we'll just get rid of you guys for now. It's not going to help much. Our government popularity is sitting at 71%. We've reduced the amber on across several territories, but yeah, we need to look at those government ministers. I think where we can see the remaining amber, we might need to just adapt some of our towns to obtain some of the coffee houses and pleasure gardens instead of the ironworks or the weaver cottages. So we might need to, like, for example, this one in Aleppo, just get rid of those, and we'll end the turn there. Okay, so this is 1799. We are ending the turn. We are at war with Russia. So let's see what transpires when we get back on the campaign map.
Sultan of Sultans, your rule is now unchallenged. From sunrise to sunset, no man lives except to serve. Fools tried their republics and their parliaments. Little good it did them. Gunpowder and the sword were always more persuasive than a witty tongue. For what else is victory? What is glory without the tears of the defeated?
And we won the campaign. That's it for episode 53, and that's it for the campaign. Venice held, we broke the Marathas' attempt to take the city, and the threat there is finished. Sardinia tells a different story. We made no real gains. Our presence there was more a pressure tactic against Cagliari than a serious bid for the island. And near Ravenna, we suffered a genuine blunder, a withdrawal that went badly wrong, costing us most of the Western army. Not every story in this campaign has been a clear victory, and that's worth remembering. In the end, we signed an uneasy peace with the Maratha Confederacy. Our alliance with them will not be renewed. And as one front quietens, another opens. Russia declared war on us in the winter of 1798. We have forces already on that frontier, and we're not concerned. 99 years in the making are drawing to a close. Mustafa III reflects not just on territory won, but on the power, strength, and sacrifice of our loyal and brave soldiers, the perseverance of our people, and the trust placed in God. Anew are the days of the eternal state. Thank you, genuinely, for being part of this campaign from episode 1 all the way to here. This isn't goodbye to the channel, just to this chapter. More Empire content is coming before we move on to something completely new. So stay close. If this campaign meant something to you, a like and subscribe means more now than ever. I'm F. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.